Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Big Bang Theory storylines that were never followed up.
You're very funny. I'm Abby.
I'm Sheldon.
How do you do? We're not going to give it a name. Can we at least give it a secret code designation?
No, I'm making flower barrettes, see? I call them penny blossoms.
For this list, we'll be looking at those narrative arcs from this sitcom that just ended, and not even with a big bang. Which of these storylines would you like to have seen completed? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Sheldon's bird egg. In season 5, the show dedicated an entire Sheldon storyline in one episode to his fear of birds.
Really? On top of everything else, you're afraid of birds?
It's called ornithophobia, and someday it will be recognized as a true disability, and the landlord will be required by law to put a giant net over the building. Which is unfortunate, because I have a fear of nets.
When a magpie jay lands on the window ledge, Sheldon tries everything to scare it away. But in classic rom-com fashion, Sheldon's hate for the bird eventually turns to love, leaving him heartbroken when it does fly away.
He's gone.
I'm sorry, Sheldon.
How could he do this to me? Get back here, you stupid bird, so I can love you!
That is, until Sheldon finds one of the bird's eggs in a nest and brings it inside under a warm lamp.
I had a weird night.
Mine was great. I'm going to be a mommy.
Given Sheldon's inability to throw pretty much anything away, we assume he kept it, and yet we never hear anything about the egg ever again. At least when he got all those cats, we saw him giving them away at the end of the episode.
Here's your cat. And here's your $20.
Number 9, the app. Remember the Len-Walla-Polly differential equations scanner app? Well, don't worry if you don't, because it seemed like Len, Walla, and Polly forgot about it also once the season 4 episode The Bus Pants Utilization ended.
Well, we sure saw that coming.
They even had a number of people at the university signed up for their private beta, and yet the app was never heard from again. Sure, the market for the app was small, and it probably wasn't going to make them rich.
What do you think we should sell it for? Well, based on the fact that our potential market is about 70 or 80 guys and you want a submarine, I'd say about $1 million a pop.
But considering how much time and effort they put into building it, you'd think it would be something that would come up again. And what about the shoe app that Sheldon starts helping Penny create? Did he ever write that algorithm?
Look, you said it yourself. We have to create a database before you can write an alga thingy.
The algorithm. You see, Penny, Alan Turing defines an algorithm.
Lord.
Number 8, Raj and the Vet. The problem for Raj is that Howard isn't the only one who does magic, because the show's writers seem to make a number of Raj's love interests disappear into thin air. That includes the veterinarian who Raj met when Leonard and Penny were dog-sitting and accidentally allowed Cinnamon to eat some Valentine's Day chocolate.
Oh, if she's scared, you can sing to her. She likes Katy Perry. But don't do firework, that gets all riled up.
Thankfully, Cinnamon was okay, and Raj even got Yvette's phone number in the deal.
Cinnamon, she gave me her phone number. If I'd known it was that easy, I would have considered poisoning you months ago.
Last we saw, he was about to call her and open with a pun on her name.
I'll point out her name's Yvette and that she's a vet. That's hysterical. She'll love it.
Sure, the line was corny, but are we to assume that it was so bad she never wanted to see him again? And yet, that was the first and only time we met Yvette the vet. Number 7, Leonard's father and Sheldon's mother.
How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
When the parents all come together for Leonard and Penny's wedding redo ceremony, Alfred Hofstadter and Mary Cooper meet for the first time. In the past, we know that Mrs. Cooper has found herself drawn to a perfect booty, and while we can't speak to the perfection of Alfred's behind, there's definitely chemistry between them.
Would you like to share a cab?
That would be fine.
Where are you staying?
I'm at the Westin.
Well, so am I. Can I interest you in a nightcap?
I think that you could.
But don't just take our word for it. Before the episode is over, they inform everyone that they've talked about meeting up again in New York, Texas, or somewhere in between.
In the Chattahoochee National Forest in Georgia? I can't be the only one that knows that's halfway.
So, did they meet up? Where? What happened? Just a few other Big Bang questions that remain unanswered. Number 6, inside America's Next Top Model House.
You're telling me that I'm within driving distance of a house filled with aspiring supermodels?
Yeah, I guess.
Like Indiana Jones searching for the Holy Grail, Raj and Howard use their smarts and clues to track down the America's Next Top Model House.
To do what? Party with the pretty girls, dude.
Unlike the Holy Grail, though, the top model house doesn't have an old knight guarding it. In fact, all they have to do is pretend to be cable guys, and they're in faster than Jim Carrey can sing Somebody to Love at karaoke.
Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love?
However, while we got to witness them reach their holy grail, we never found out what happened once they got inside. You'd think that if it had gone well, they would have never stopped talking about it, and if they were arrested, Leonard would have kept reminding them. So what happened?
What do we do now?
Follow Mrs. Wallowitz.
Number 5. Where is Howard's dad? While the biggest mystery of the series will always be how Leonard was able to get Penny, coming in at a close second would have to be what happened to and where is Howard's dad.
Where's my daddy puppet?
We know he walked out when Howard was a young boy, and for a long time, that was all we knew. Then there was the letter Howard received on his 18th birthday, which his friends gave him 6 possible versions of.
Which one do you think it is? Matey?
Actually, I don't want to know. I want all of them to be true.
Well, one of them is.
That's pretty cool. Thank you, guys.
But the biggest clue to the mystery is Josh, Howard's half-brother who shows up at his door. The problem is the two of them literally never talk about their dad. Even Raj and Bernadette don't inquire further. And then we never see or hear mention of Josh again. Really?
Well, I hope I get to see you again.
I hope so too. I've always dreamed of having a brother to play catch with.
Keep dreaming.
Number 4. Penny Blossoms.
Oh,
Here, take some. Pay me back when you can.
Wow, you got a lot of money in there.
That's why it's guarded by snakes.
For a girl whose financial woes had her borrowing money from Sheldon just 4 episodes prior, you'd think $3,000 in one night would be enough to make Penny want to pursue the business she started.
Obviously not a cleaning business.
But it would appear that was not the case. Yes, she probably had to cancel the second huge order they got that night, but without the pressure of one-day shipping, we'd assume she could have at least kept it as a side hustle. We catch a glimpse of her with one in her hair in the following episode, but that's the last we hear or see of her foray into hair accessory entrepreneurship.
That is so awesome.
Number 3. The girl upstairs. When another actress moves into the building above the guy's apartment, Penny becomes jealous of the attention Alicia gets from Leonard, Howard, and Raj.
Hello there.
She also becomes protective of the guys and ends up getting into a fight over it. Imagine the awkwardness for everyone whenever they run into Alicia on the stairs. Well, we can only imagine it because we never see her again, nor is she ever mentioned in conversation. We also never hear her, jumping on the bed again after that one time at the end of the episode.
Great. Now she's jumping up and down on the bed.
Maybe she moved in with that producer from CSI? Number 2. Raj and the girl with the friend. Yet again, Raj's chance at love is blocked by the writers. In the season 3 episode, The Psychic Vortex, Howard and Leonard are on a double date. So Raj, desperate to meet a girl, bribes Sheldon to be his wingman.
Thanks for coming with me. Thanks for giving me your limited edition Green Lantern lantern.
And surprisingly, it actually works.
What's going on?
We scored!
The following night, another bribe leads to a second date, and the last we see of Raj, he's making out with his girl.
Well, it's late.
Uh-huh.
Time for bed.
Okay.
That's 2 dates and a hot makeout sesh, and yet with the end of the episode comes the end of the relationship. What happened there? At least they could have let us know how he screwed it up.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Leonard and Stephanie's breakup. Dr. Stephanie Barnett was Leonard's first significant relationship on the show. The couple dated for weeks, and she had become so ingrained at his apartment that everyone, except Leonard, realized that they were living together.
Where's my bat signal?
You have a bat signal?
I did. It was right here. She must have... Oh my God, we're living together.
Really? What was your first clue?
This realization freaked him out a little, but every time he tried to bring it up, they would just have sex.
Hope I don't get cramps.
So how did they go from living together to broken up? We do not know. Leonard's shorter flings with Joyce Kim and Leslie Winkle are brought up over and over again, and yet his time with Stephanie is never discussed. That's even stranger given that Sheldon was very happy about having Stephanie around and doesn't stay quiet about things that happen that he doesn't like.
You know, she seems very nice.
Oh, she is. She's terrific. Yeah, and she's proving to be a valuable roommate.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.